For over a century, Indigenous children in Canada were forcibly taken from their families and placed in residential schools. They were told it was for their own good. The truth? It was a system designed to erase their culture, language, and identity. This is the story of Canada's residential schools and the dark legacy they left behind. Residential schools were government-funded and church-run institutions, operating from the late 1800s until 1996. Over 150,000 Indigenous children were taken from their homes. Their mission? To strip away Indigenous identity and force European assimilation. Inside the walls of these schools, children faced unimaginable hardships. They were forbidden to speak their language. Many were physically and emotionally abused. Some suffered medical experiments, and worse, thousands never made it home. In recent years, the painful truth has resurfaced. Hundreds of unmarked graves have been found near former school sites, revealing the fate of many missing children. The world is finally listening, but Indigenous communities have known the truth for generations. The trauma of residential schools did not end when the doors closed. The pain echoes through generations, leading to deep scars, poverty, addiction, loss of language, and cultural disconnection. But Indigenous resilience is stronger than ever. Truth and reconciliation is more than words. It is action. It is listening to survivors. It is fighting for Indigenous rights. It is standing together so that history does not repeat itself. This is not just history, it is the present. It is our responsibility to learn, acknowledge, and demand justice. If this story moved you, share it. Support Indigenous voices and never let the truth be buried again. If you want to know more about the history of Indigenous people, visit the Canadian Museum in Quebec. North American Tours will be touring Quebec soon, so ask North American Tours and we can tell you more about this.